By the time iCarly reached its final season, there had already been multiple episodes that were completely falsely advertised in the promos. I Start a Fan War promised that Freddie was finally going to choose between dating Sam or Carly, once and for all.
Freddie versus Seti. Who belongs together? It's the ultimate question. And in a brand new iCarly movie, you'll finally get the answer.
And then guess what didn't happen? That! Like, not even a little bit. It wasn't even part of the plot at all. They didn't even hint at it in the episode. And I Space Out promised us that we were gonna get a special episode where the iCarly crew was actually going to travel to outer space and do a live web show from space.
iCarly boldly goes where no web show has gone before.
And then guess what? Yeah, they never fucking went to space. The whole episode takes place right here on Earth. And no, I didn't expect them to actually fly to fucking space. But at least in other TV shows, when they promised the characters were gonna go to space, they canonically went to space. So the iCarly producers clearly had no problem lying to children. And with the show reaching the end of its run and just a few episodes left to go until the series finale, they thought, hey, why not false advertise one last time for old time's sake? And that's when we got I Find Spencer Friends, an episode that's so trash they had to basically trick people into watching it.
Saturday, Carly's out to find Spencer a new BFF. Emma Stone guest stars.
Oh my god, it's iCarly!
Guest starring Emma Stone? Okay, all right. Let me just save you some time. I'm gonna give a spoiler for this episode right now. Emma Stone gets just over 60 seconds of screen time. 1 minute and 4 seconds to be exact. The total length of the episode is 23 minutes and 41 seconds. So that means she's in about 4% of the episode. Technically 4.5%, but the point still remains that that's fucking ridiculous. The entire catch of this promo is, oh, look, Emma Stone! And then she's in it for 4% of the episode? I wouldn't even call that a cameo. So they tried to bait viewers into watching so that they could see Emma Stone guest star, when really, she does not appear in 96% of the episode.
Oh, you gotta be quicker than that.
That's a lot of trash to sit through just to see a small glimpse of Emma Stone's face. Like, seriously, they were smart enough to not put her cameo until the very, very, very end, so everyone was watching the entire episode waiting for her to pop up. They didn't even know that they got bait and switched until the very end. Her appearance in the episode, by the way, doesn't even have anything to do with the plot. Like, if you were thinking maybe she'll become Spencer's friend since the episode is about him finding friends, yeah, nope, doesn't happen. She literally runs on screen, screams, "Oh my, it's iCarly, I love you guys," takes selfies with them, then runs off. Technically is carried out by the store employees for acting goddamn crazy. They could have put that minute-long cameo in literally any episode because it had nothing to do with anything. It had no impact on the plot whatsoever. So not only was it super brief, it was also super pointless. But I love iCarly, so I don't need Emma Stone to bait me into watching. I can forgive some false advertising as long as it's still a good episode, but unfortunately, this one had to lie to viewers to convince them to watch it for a reason, because it's pure trash! So today, we're gonna take a look back at this sad excuse for an episode, and I'll go over the reasons why it's maybe my least favorite in the entire series. As always, if you like this one, be sure to throw us a fat, juicy like and maybe even subscribe. I might just go to the local grocery store and fucking fart on some of the carrots and put them back for someone to buy. If you do. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at AgroWasHere for a daily dose of nostalgia. And if you have any other episodes or shows you want me to cover, let me know in the comments. All right, let's dive in. So we start off with the iCarly web show, where Carly says that Gibby is gonna marry Baggles. And right away, this episode loses 10 points just for putting Baggles on my screen again. I can't stand that fucking thing. I hate it. Baggles leaks yogurt snot all over the floor twice during the wedding, but then the floor is then completely clean when it appears on camera a moment later. So right off the bat, this episode already lost points for having Baggles appear, and now it's losing points for continuity as well. well. Dude, it's been like 30 seconds. They're not even trying anymore. But I will say, I like seeing Gibby wear the wedding dress. Probably the only good thing about this scene. He looks classy. I'll give him that.
Baggles, do you take Orenthal Hayes Gibson to be your whatever?
Father Steinberg just said that Gibby's middle name is Hayes. But in I Went a Date, he says that his middle name is Cornelius.
I think Freddie is such a cute name. Gibby's middle name is Freddie. Really?
It sorta is.
Well, what is it?
Cornelius.
And I'm a little pissed off about this, so I looked into it, and turns out the iCarly fandom tried coping with this continuity error by simply adding both middle names to his fandom page on Wiki. But we all know it was an error. Come on. Brother does not have two middle names. I know he doesn't. Cut to the kids downstairs after the web show, and there's some lines of dialogue about how good Sam is at sucking every bit of flesh off the chicken wings. Only the second scene of this episode, and already this feels like some filler.
Okay, this chicken wing was only in your mouth for like 2 seconds and the bone is totally clean. How do you do it?
I know Freddy's thinking, damn, imagine what she'd do to my cock. Carly isn't interested in the chicken wing discussion because she's busy trying to put together a list of names for Spencer's birthday party.
Okay, can you guys stop the chicken wing lesson and help me come up with some more names?
Flurbert.
No. And take that wedding dress off.
No, I paid $40 to rent this dress and I don't have to return it till tomorrow.
They made Gibby pay $40 of his own money to rent that dress just for a gag on iCarly? Is he even getting paid to help with the web show? I don't think he is. They're just jerks for that. And by the way, the wiki page for this episode incorrectly claims that this is the 4th time a male has worn a dress or blouse on a Dan Schneider show, which is, yeah, very, very incorrect. Male characters appear wearing dresses so often on Nickelodeon that I literally made a video ranking the top 25 times it happened, and a ton of them were from Dan Schneider shows. Spencer in a dress, Beck in a dress, Spencer as Sam's mom, Walter in a dress, Spencer as Great Aunt Natalie, Josh as Miss Nancy. Hello? So yeah, just goes to show you can't trust the wiki pages for these shows. They are full of random bullshit. Anyway, they realize they can't come up with any names for the guest list for Spencer's birthday, except themselves, giving us the central problem for this episode, that apparently Spencer has no friends.
Who we got so far? Me, you, Freddie, Gibby, and?
Did Carly really need to write those down? Their own names? Was she really gonna forget to invite Sam if she didn't type it on the list? Like, look, she actually typed out their names. You can see it. That's low-key crazy.
Come on, Spencer's gotta have some friends other than us.
Friends his own age.
Yeah, not gonna lie, this plot has me raising my eyebrows a little. iCarly has been on for 5 seasons at this point, and it has never been an issue before that Spencer couldn't make friends or didn't have any of his own friends. In fact, we know that Spencer does have a best friend, Sacco. That's well-established lore on this show.
So we called Carly's brother's best friend Sacco.
Best friend Sacco. Best friend.
They literally call him his best friend. How much more straightforward can you be? Sacco is mentioned in 32 different episodes of iCarly, and he's even brought up again in the Revival series. That friendship is long-lasting and genuine.
My buddy Sacco knows their talent booker, so I emailed him a couple of your songs, and we are booked on the show for next Friday.
My buddy Sacco.
Oh yeah, my buddy Sacco bought me that, but I've never played it.
My buddy Sacco.
My buddy Sacco's got an uncle who sells used ones. I bet he could find you a car.
My buddy Sacco's.
I watched it at my buddy Sacco's house.
My buddy Sacco's.
It's for my camping trip.
Cool. Who else going?
Me, Sacco, these 2 girls we met at the junkyard, and Sacco's grandmother.
Sacco. My buddy Sacco. My buddy Sacco. My buddy Sacco's. My buddy Sacco's. Sacco.
And they do acknowledge Sacco in this scene, but not in a way that makes this plot any less stupid.
Sacco!
No.
Sacco's on safari in Africa with his cousin,
Hunter.
Okay, so he's out of the country. But that doesn't mean Spencer has no friends. Whether or not Sacco is close to their geographical location, he still canonically exists, meaning Spencer canonically has a best friend. It doesn't really make any sense for them to just say, oh, he's in Africa, and then continue on with the Spencer has no friends plot. You just acknowledge that he had a friend, and then directly go on to talk about him not having friends. Like, what? What am I missing? This kind of reminds me of the episode I Kiss, where a big part of the plot is that Freddy has never been kissed before.
I am Freddie Benson, and I have never kissed a girl.
Even though he already had an on-screen kiss in a previous episode. That was literally in front of the whole school.
She kissed you.
And she's not even your mom.
And the writers thought that if they acknowledged the inconsistency themselves, it somehow made it okay.
I've never kissed anyone.
But what about that rotten girl you dated last year, Valerie? You kissed her, right?
No. Well, for like half a second at school with a bunch of other kids hanging around.
It's the same thing here with Sako. Just because they brought up the plot hole themselves doesn't mean they're off the hook for it. It's still incorrect. Oh yeah, and Tebow also apparently doesn't count as a friend.
What about Tebow?
Tebow and Spencer are mad at each other.
Why? Because Spencer made fun of him for the way he pronounces tissue.
How does Tebow say tissue?
Tissue.
First of all, I'm not sure I approve of Freddy doing that impression. You know what I mean? But also, getting into a small argument doesn't mean you're not friends, right? Like literally, Spencer was willing to ditch an attractive woman who wanted to make out with him just to play a game with Tebow.
Let's take this chairs across the hall to my place. We'll play it there. Come on, let's go.
Why don't we let him play over there, and you and I could play over here?
Oh, the game's over there.
That's crazy talk, to say a minor argument is enough to make you not friends. And look, even if we accept that Sako and Tebow both don't count, there's random episodes where Spencer mentions friends in passing comments.
Oh, my buddy Jeff is in a band and they needed one, so I borrowed this smoker from Sako.
My buddy Jeff.
Who's that?
It's my buddy with the truck.
It's my buddy with the truck.
I'm going to WebaCon with you.
Why?
Because my buddy online just told me there's going to be a huge World of Warlords booth there.
Is my buddy online?
Clearly, my boy has friends. So this just seems like kind of a random change to Spencer's character, or even a retcon to suddenly act like he has no friends. Plus, let's not forget, Spencer is also a certified man whore. He has a new girlfriend pretty much every other episode. He has some social skills, like come on. But now, all of a sudden, the writers decide he doesn't know how to socialize with adults his own age. It really irks me how they're trying to slander his character like this.
Hey, guys.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
You were playing tennis?
Yeah, but I lost.
If you played tennis, then you were with a friend, right?
Sure, what?
What friend?
Ryan.
Hey, man.
Okay, so did Spencer walk ahead of that kid? Like was he 30 seconds ahead of him? How did he know to enter right at the exact moment to give us that punchline? Shouldn't they have walked in together? The whole thing is very bizarre.
What is he, in 4th grade?
Third.
Ah, Predator Spencer. Okay.
You see how this looks, right?
For real though, the Spencer that I've gotten to know and love for the majority of this show wouldn't just be hanging out with a random 3rd grader. In the episode where they first met Neville back in season 1, he says, "Aw, you're just a cute little kid," when he sees him. Cause you know, that's how adults react to seeing a child.
I'm Neville Papperman.
You're Neville?
You're just a little kid. He's so cute.
So I really hate this assault on his character right at the end of the show here. I don't know who this child predator is, but he's #NotMySpencer. So the kids decide they need to find Spencer some friends his own age because he's apparently a friendless loser. And then we get a quick dick joke from Gibby.
It's tennis.
I say tennis. 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 Penis.
Penis. Penis. Penis. Penis. Penis.
Penis.
Penis. Penis.
I'm gonna point out that we are almost 6 minutes into the episode now. They took a long time setting up a plot that goes nowhere. Cut to Carly and Sam at the Groovy Smoothie, scouting for an adult friend for Spencer. Don't they have school or something? Shouldn't they be somewhere else? They find a random white guy named Darnell, played by John Ducey, who was also the husband from the couple in the Drake and Josh Inn.
Thanks. Sure.
This coffee is so fresh.
Little fun fact for you there. They ask him if he's in the market for a new male friend, and he says he's interested. Cut to 23 Hour Fitness, and that's honestly such a funny name for a gym. I need to know which hour of the day it's closed, and what the hell they're doing while it's closed. Also, this poster is kind of insane. What's bro doing? He's getting loose with it. This is probably the creepiest location Freddy and Gibby could have picked to be doing this, by the way. All the people in here have their cock and balls out. They end up asking a sexy black man if he wants to be Spencer's friend, and now we have 2 potential bachelors in the running for Spencer's heart. Yeah, I said what I said. Cut to the grocery store, where for some reason, Michael Carbonaro pops up. For those of you who don't know, he's a magician, and he even has his own TV show called The Carbonaro Effect. And it's kind of weird they don't advertise him as a guest star for this episode. He only gets 45 seconds of screen time, sure, but that's almost as much as Emma Stone, to be honest. The 2 guys get into an argument about cilantro, and Michael Carbonaro yells, "Why don't you find yourself a new best friend?" and storms off. And Carly and Sam swoop in. But to be honest, their strategy makes no sense.
My older brother loves cilantro.
That's not the correct way to persuade this man, because in their argument just 10 seconds ago, this guy was the one that didn't want to buy cilantro. He wanted no part of the cilantro. So why would they try to entice him with cilantro?
Yeah, let's not get any cilantro. How come? Jennifer doesn't like it.
My older brother loves cilantro. Let's not get any cilantro.
It makes no damn sense. Also, why did they put Michael Carbonaro in this one scene? He doesn't even do any magic. He doesn't even end up being one of the main guys chosen to be a new friend for Spencer. Why did they use him at all? Cut to a men's restroom where Gibby tries once again to recruit someone to be Spencer's friend, continuing the pattern of only scouting for men who have their cock and balls out. And he actually fully climbs up and peeks over the side of the stall, which has got to be some kind of criminal offense. Then somehow, this cracker-ass mistakes him for the men's bathroom attendant, even though he was there the whole time when Gibby was climbing up over the stalls hassling people. And Gibby is so happy to receive a $3 tip that it makes me even sadder he had to spend $40 of his own money renting that wedding dress. Back at Carly and Spencer's apartment, I honestly feel bad for Spencer in this scene. He's all excited to go bowling, and then they tell him, "We're not actually going bowling. You're gonna go out to dinner with these 3 random assholes we scouted to be your friends because you're such a lonely loser."
I brought you some cilantro.
Let's not get any cilantro. I brought you some cilantro.
Cut to a diner where the 3 regular dudes are trying to talk about boring adult things like politics, and Spencer can't fit in because he's fun and quirky and hangs out with 3rd graders.
I'll tell you about politics. Oh!
Carly, Sam, and Freddy are at a table like 3 feet away, blatantly spying on them, which is kind of awkward as hell. Then Freddy complains their food is taking forever and starts clowning on their waiter.
Chili fries? Sure, we have chili fries. You making fun of me?
Was I making fun of him?
Yes.
Sam! Look, we just want our food.
Sure, I'll get you your food.
Yeah, that interaction was not nearly bad enough to justify what ends up happening in this plot line, but you'll see. Carly asks, "Hey, where's Gibby?" And turns out he's back in the men's room still pretending to be a restroom attendant.
Later.
Whoa.
Sorry. I don't have any money.
You got a watch?
That was basically theft. Gibby just strong-armed that little kid into giving up his valuables. Back in the diner, Spencer looks absolutely miserable with the arranged friendship marriages, like he looks like he wants to kill himself.
Any of you guys play Zombie Death Squad? My gamer tag is Booju.
And honestly, they're acting like Spencer is such a freak, but lots of grown men play video games. It's not that weird at all. These guys just aren't the right vibe for Spencer because they didn't actually look for people with similar interests. They just recruited random assholes from the gym and the grocery store without checking if they'd have anything in common with him. But whatever. Back with the weirdo creepy waiter, they dropped some upsetting lore about what he did off screen.
Where were you a minute ago?
Outside. In the alley.
With customers' chili fries?
Maybe.
Who are they for?
Table 9. The iCarly boy who made fun of me.
Why didn't she take the fries to Freddie? She asked who they were for and then just walked away without helping to deliver them. Why isn't he taking the fries to Freddie for that matter? And most importantly, what the hell did he do to those chili fries in the alley?
I'm still waiting on my chili fries.
All right!
So the tampered chili fries get delivered to Spencer's table instead, and they literally slap his hand away to not let him share in eating them.
These are for us.
You guys are so mean.
Well, you're childish.
I am not.
Spencer runs off to Carly to whine that he hates his new assigned friends, and she comforts him like he's a small child.
Oh, come here. Come here, baby.
I'm not sure if this is meant to be funny or meant to make me feel sad. And now that we've sat through 19 minutes and 21 seconds of this trash, finally, the moment has arrived for what the episode promo promised us. Emma Stone has arrived.
Okay.
It's okay.
Oh my god, it's iCarly. Hi! I love you! Smile! Go, girl! You're my favorite! I'm okay! Hey, you're on my lap! I want to be you. Smile!
Emma Stone then launches herself onto the table for absolutely no reason and then gets kicked out of the dining establishment. And that's it. That's her whole scene. Yeah, totally worth watching the episode for. And guess what? When she jumped on the table, no surprise here, but it was a stunt double. So even the short amount of screen time she has, it isn't even all her. For a small portion of it, it's someone else in an Emma Stone wig. Spencer's friend recruits start to complain that they feel sick from eating the chili fries. They just ate those damn things a second ago. What kind of poison did he put on them to make them sick this fast? They run to the bathroom and all three of them get violently ill. So they're in there throwing up while Gibby sings them a song and advertises his meatballs to them. It's a truly disgusting and unpleasant scene, and it makes me feel like I need a shower. Also, they never tell you what the waiter did to their damn food. Did he ejaculate onto it? Did he put poop in it? Cyanide? You never find out. But regardless of what substance he used, it's definitely gotta be a felony that he committed. And Freddie making fun of him was not nearly bad enough to warrant this kind of response. Brother needs to be locked up pronto. Back at the apartment, they have a giant spaghetti taco with birthday candles for Spencer's birthday. But before they eat it, they decide to play a quick round of Jamaican laser tag.
Let's go, Mom!
Yeah, man!
Look out, Mom!
Is that considered racist in 2026? I'm not too sure if that kind of joke is allowed anymore, but hey, I'm here for it. And that's it. The episode just ends with them playing Jamaican laser tag. There's no resolution on the plot about Spencer not having any of his own friends. We don't even get a single corny one-liner like, "Oh, Carly, you're the only friend I could ever need." Nothing. It's not even brought up or discussed whatsoever. Why did they waste my time with that plot line if it didn't go anywhere and never got resolved or even mentioned again? My life is precious, and I don't appreciate having it wasted. They also never bring up the waiter committing a felony and poisoning random people at the diner. Is he still poisoning people's food to this day? Who knows? Hell, even Gibby pretending to be a men's room attendant got no closure. Did the restaurant figure out what he was doing and kick him out? He was literally hassling customers, taking their money, and offering them meatballs, which has gotta be a health code violation of some kind. No, this episode knows it's pointless, so it doesn't bother to wrap up a single one of the storylines it introduced. Emma Stone's crazy obsessed fan character is also never brought up again, by the way. What was even the point? There wasn't one. Overall, I can't think of any other episode of iCarly that's more of a waste of time than this one. It's almost an incomplete story. It feels like it was never finished. And that's on top of being falsely advertised and a huge insult to Spencer's character. I didn't like the gross vomiting scene, and frankly, I didn't like any of the other scenes before it or after it either. 0 out of 10. Possibly the worst episode in the entire series. Truly a damn shame. But enough of me yapping. What do you guys think of I Find Spencer Friends? Do you think I'm being too harsh on this one? Or do you think the false advertising was so unacceptable that you wish they goddamn deleted this one from all of existence? Let me know how you're feeling in the comments, and let's kick it. And as always, I gotta give a massive shout out to the channel and Patreon members, the 3-star generals of the Agro Army. I would literally suckle each one of your big toes if I could, but that would be too many toes, and I simply I wouldn't do it even if I had the option. So, but thanks for the support anyway. I really appreciate it. If you're still here, that's awesome. Make sure you are subscribed and check out some other videos. All right, thanks for listening.